Today we're going to take a look at the File Cabinet to manage external documents within NetSuite. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the File Cabinet itself. So we're going to go up to Documents, Files, and File Cabinet. And here you can actually see the folder structure within NetSuite. So as you can see in my system on the left here, these are all the folders that I've set up. And if you see this plus button, that just means there's some subfolders in there, and you can actually see the subfolder as well as the respective files. In the attachments received folder, for example, this is where I've set up all the files that I receive, and then I want to upload them to certain objects within NetSuite. But as you can see here, I've got this image file that shouldn't be in here. It should actually be within this image folder, so I can easily move that just by clicking on this Move Files button up here, and I can select that file. And if I want to move it to that image folder, I can just type in the word image, and as you can see here, I just click on it and then click on Move. So if I do go to that image folder now and I search for that item, picture, it's right here. I can pull it up on my screen, and just like that, very easy to move files. I can also copy files between folders as well and create a new folder. Very easy. Same thing with deleting files. I can delete files just as easily. I'm not going to go into detail about that. It's very self-explanatory. But what I do want to show you is how to attach files to certain objects. So for example, I'm in this quote object, and if I scroll down into the communication tab and then I go into the subtab called files, I can attach an existing file that I already have within the system, or I can upload a brand new file. So let's say, for example, I click on New File, and I choose this file from my desktop. Let's say it's in my Downloads folder, and let's say it's the customer contract, right? So they've provided me a contract. I'm going to attach it to the quote. I'm just going to give it a name, customer contract, and then I'll just click on Save. So what you're going to see now is that customer contract, that PDF, is now associated with this code object. And again, I can click on that customer contract and just pull up the PDF and view it if I want. But let me show you an even easier way to attach files or upload files against an object. If I scroll up to the top of my quote, I have this little section here called Drop Files. And what I can do is I can simply drag and drop. So if I were to go into that folder on my desktop, right? Let's say it's my Downloads folder. Let's say the customer provides me a purchase order for some items. Well, I can simply drag and drop that purchase order directly onto the quote. So I'm just going to take that purchase order and I'm going to drag and drop it here. And as you can see, that purchase order has been uploaded. If I scroll back down, you will see that there are two PDFs associated with this quote, the customer contract as well as that purchase order that I just received. Again, I can click on that purchase order just to view it on my screen. Also, if we want to take a look, go back to that file cabinet, we can go into our attachments received folder here. And now you can also see that purchase order that we just uploaded, as well as that customer contract. All right, very simple, very easy to use. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a shout if you have any questions. I'll see you on the next video.